Sampling isn't making music. So what is it?
Alright, so doing something a little different today, working with a sample from DJ Fresh. Here it is. Alright, so real quick, let's go through the drums as well. Here is the kick. Let's add in the rim. Some percussion. Shaker. So real quick, I just want to say these are actually the same drums that I used in episode 59 to make the Applebee's jam. So if you haven't already watched that, I'll link it here and so you can go check it out. I explain a little bit about how I did the drums and all that, but it's just important, in my opinion, to get out there and just make stuff. Starting completely from scratch every time makes it a little bit more difficult to do that. I think finding little ways to help you just not have to work from zero all the time are super helpful. I think reusing drums that you've already spent the time doing and you like the groove, there's so many possibilities with the same drum groove. Don't be afraid to reuse it, open up an old project, delete everything except one instrument and work around that. Do what you can to make the uphill battle a little bit less uphill and make it fun. You can always delete the drums that you've already used. It's just a way to help you get that first or that next idea going, you know? Hope that helps. In my opinion, in sampling, less can be more, and really in creation of songs in general. Just because you did more to chop something up doesn't necessarily make it better. Sometimes just letting it run is really important, and in this case, I was able to get out of my own way and just use the loop as it is and build around it. And so next time you're stuck working on something, keep that in mind, because sometimes what you have already is what you need to serve the song. That said, I did find some chops that worked, and I just extracted them for little kind of transition points. One is this kind of synthy part that I extracted and chopped from the sample using Serato sample. And then I just doubled it up and then just repitched it. So essentially what it's doing is kind of chorusing and adding some width by doing that without using a chorus device. So there's that. Other way I use the sample is I took this other part where he's kind of playing this key part and then just repitched it a few times to just kind of add, I don't know, I just feel like it makes it sound dramatic as kind of a cool break from what's been happening. And then I came back to the original loop. In the first part of this loop, what I ended up doing was removing the lows, and that allowed me to play the bass line on the Rev 2. And in the original loop, he actually has this pretty dope sub bass. So what I did was just allow that low end to come back and remove my own bass line. So it sounds like this. You can hear some of the side chaining in there that's happening with the drums. That's all the sample use.